Given the data set, find a 5-number summary and identify any outliers using the 1.5 IQR rule. Shoe size. So the first thing we have to remind ourselves is that the 5-number summary is made up of a minimum, a lower quartile, a median, an upper quartile, and a maximum. My min and my max are my easiest to find when the data is in order from least to greatest. My minimum is my smallest, which is 5.5. My maximum is 12.5, my biggest number. The next one I'm going to identify is my median. We have an odd amount of data, which means I will have one middle number. So I'm going to cross off numbers until I make it to the middle. And we have 8.5 as our median. Whenever you have one number in the middle, you do not count it in your lower or upper quartile. My lower quartile is going to start at the bottom and go to this 8.5. It's not going to include the median. Same with my upper. It's going to start after 8.5 and go to 12.5. It does not include the median. So then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves to our lower quartile, which is 7.5. And then we're going to get ourselves to our upper quartile, which is 10. And that is our 5-number summary. Now, we need to go ahead and identify any outliers, which means I need to use the 1.5 IQR rule. Well, IQR is when I take my upper quartile, which is 10, and I subtract my lower quartile, which is 7.5. And I find out that my IQR is going to be 2.5. But remember, you have to multiply it by 1.5. So 1.5 times my IQR of 2.5 gives me 3.75. Now that is what I'm going to go ahead and find my bounds. So I'm going to take that IQR and I'm going to add it to my upper quartile, and I'm going to subtract it from my lower quartile. That's going to tell me how small numbers can be and how big numbers can be. The first one is my lower, 7.5 minus 3.75. I know 7.5 minus 3.75 gives me 3.75. That's as low as I can go. And I can go all the way to 10 plus 3.75 is going to be 13.75. So any numbers that fall in between those two are good. Anything that falls on the outside is bad. So let's look at our numbers. Well, we know our minimum is 5.5, which falls inside. So that's not an outlier. We know our maximum is 12.5, which also falls inside. So that means there is no outlier because all of the data falls into our range.